Okay, microphone is on, video is going. I'm nervous, but I'm like nerve excited. What do they call it? Nerve sighted? Whatever. I'm excited, but I'm nervous. But here we are. Okay, so. Okay, wait, you try again. Okay. A little bit of Perrier. All right, here we go. Hey guys, what's up? And not welcome back. Welcome to the new series that really doesn't have a name, but we are going to get into that. So I have my notes because there's a lot that I want to talk about and I have to keep myself on track. And I want this to be, I won't say raw and unedited because I'm sure I will need to edit a little bit, but I want to do a minimal. I want to do minimal editing to this, and here we are. Okay, so first of all, elephant in the room. I've been gone for a few months, but I'm back here in August. The plan is for this video to go up on Sunday, which should be the first Sunday of August, and I am introducing a total, just a completely new thing here, okay? So the last video I posted there was no context. I just had to get it out. If you haven't seen that video, I think I kind of explained that like it was like burning in my throat and I just had to get it out. Something has been sparked within me and I went back and forth about bringing this to my channel, if it was the right thing to do. I was led to do it. I have decided that it is the right thing to do. So here we are. So basically, let me not ramble, but I am back. I am here with a new series, which is essentially just going to be my visual diary. I am going through a lot of transformations. I am going through a lot of shifts and changes in my life, and we're going to get into that as we go. But the purpose of today's video are three things, okay? So basically, and I'm looking at my notes, don't judge me, okay? So basically, I just wanted to describe to you what this series is, where it's coming from, and kind of what you can expect. I honestly don't even know what all to expect because it's a journey and I'm documenting it and I'm sharing it, okay? With that, there are gonna be some house rules because I'm a true Scorpio in a sense that I like my privacy. I don't like a lot of people in my business and I don't openly just share. So this is very uncomfortable for me, but it is part of my healing. It is part of my growth to come out of that shell because I think that what I'm going to be sharing is very beneficial. And then the third thing is just to give you like a little bit of an introduction into who I am. For 7 years, I've been on this channel talking about my hair. ADIRA. But my name is Denasiha, okay? I am not a separate entity from my hair, but I just have not given much insight into me and who I am. I've done a few vlogs here and there, but that's really just not my zhuzh. And I've decided to give you me cautiously and respectfully in a way that really maintains my peace and in some ways my privacy. So essentially, we're going to be healing together. We're going to be growing together. I'm going to be learning things about myself, especially on a spiritual level, and I'm sharing that in hopes that other people can use that as an example and go through their own healing growth journeys as well. Okay, I don't know, but so 3 things for this video is what am I doing, why am I doing it, and what led me to it. What are the house rules as we move forward in this together, and who am I? What are the core things that make up Denasiha? Like, I'm not going to tell you my favorite color. I'm not going to tell you where I live or anything like that. But I'm going to give you, like, the fundamentals of who I am. Like, what was my childhood like? And it's not going to be I'm not going to go through all my 20 cousins with you or anything like that. But I just want you to have a basic understanding of who I am and why, and I think I can do a pretty good job of summing that up. So if you're interested, that is a long ass intro, excuse me, but if you're interested and you are sticking by my side while I'm bald headed and not sharing as much hair content as you guys might be used to seeing, keep watching because that's coming up next. Alrighty, so what is this? Why am I doing this? Where did it come from? Long story short, I'm at a place in my life where I am stable. I have all of my needs met. I have some of my wants met. I'm in a really good space. And I am, believe it or not, almost 30. I'm 28. I'll be 29 this year. And once you kind of like get to that age, like you have your job, I have my relationship, I'm looking at like future things, and I really have all that like maybe 10-year-old, 12-year-old, 13-year-old me thought that I wanted. And now that it's like sitting in front of me, I'm kind of like, what? I don't think I want, this might not be it. Like, I think that there's more that I want. I think there might be a different direction. And just that thought process alone triggered a lot of things inside of me. And I've always been very self-aware. I've always been able to kind of like mentally work through emotions and process things internally. And so through the course of the last 6 months, there's been some turmoil, there's been some challenges, and that also, when that happens, I really kind of go within, and so I just started digging up stuff. And what I have come to the conclusion of is that I have spent majority of my life adapting to like my circumstance and making it work. I will get to who I am and why and foundation and core values in a minute. But I realize that I've spent so much time adapting to find stability that somewhere in all that shifting and adapting and being a chameleon, I was like, well, where's Denasiha? What does Denasiha like? How does Denasiha want to talk? And so like all of these things were coming up, and I realized that a lot of the things that I have and a lot of the things that I do and a lot of my habits were either taught, influenced, or I changed because of situations that I've been in. And I don't like it. Let's not get emotional. I've always been really big on authenticity because of me just being like an independent, strong-minded, very conscious person, that I truly thought that I was being authentic. And so to realize that I wasn't, and that there's pieces of me that have like been tucked away and that I forgot about, and there's pieces of me that I'm just like, where the hell did that even come from? When did you start doing that? Why do you do that? That doesn't even make sense for me to be acting that way or thinking that way or moving this way. And I was like, shit, who am I? I feel like that happens to people like later in life. So I'm actually like very grateful that I'm going through this at 28, almost 29, and not at 50. But it is very challenging, but it's really exciting. So as I'm going through these transformations and as I'm learning new, old things about myself, and as I'm healing, because a lot of it just has to do with healing, I decided, you know what? Let's share it, because who else might be in my same shoes? And I feel like as Americans, as Black women, as women, yes, a lot of us. So hopefully by me sharing and being vulnerable, which is hard for me, especially on a platform, and that's just a lot. I'm hoping that like other people can heal and find their authentic selves, like truly, like not the self that their parents wanted them to be, or the self that their friends or significant other or coaches or jobs or any of that. Authentic to you, genuinely, like when you came to this earth, this is who you were before somebody else told you to be something else. Okay, so essentially that's what this is. Full disclaimer, this is going to be heavily centered around spirituality, not attached to religion. I know there's like TikToks and like the witchy things is like real popular right now. This is not that. This is very, very specific to me, and whatever applies to you, I hope that it is helpful. But if it does not apply to you, this is my story, okay? You don't read Dr. Seuss and then send Dr. Seuss a letter because you don't agree, right? Okay, it's a story. This is a story. This is my diary, my journal, and I'm just sharing it. So let's be easy. With that, there are some house rules that this came to me one day. I have this written down. Let's talk about it. I got a lot of notebooks because I just be writing shit all over the place. But I'm going to read the house rules, aka my disclaimer, aka if you cannot abide by this, find another channel to watch. There are so many channels on YouTube. That is the magic of this platform. I'm just going to keep talking till I find it. I'm just going to read it, and we're just going to take it in, okay? My healing should not trigger you to do, say, or be anything. The only effect is to inspire you to either acknowledge your own healing, complete or needed, so healing that you have already done or healing that you need to do. My healing is not an attack on your personal or religious beliefs. My healing or healing practices are not a tutorial. Ooh, girl, okay. It is not an invitation for opinions or projections of where you have not yet healed. Who wrote that? Anyway, so I say all that to say, like I kind of already mentioned, this is my journey. I'm just sharing it. Be courteous, be kind. That's all I ask. I am not against blocking people. I am not in this for the views or anything like this. It was just on my heart to share, so I'm sharing. All right, so those are the house rules. I'm gonna find a way to kind of wrap that up and do that on every video as a reminder, because I know I'm forgetful. Like, you might forget. There might be new people to the channel as this grows and I have more journal entries. People might step in on journal entry 13 and not have seen this, so we're just gonna make sure that that's reiterated on every entry. Okay, deal. Awesome. So now that we got that out of the way, it is time to talk to you about me, which should not be as hard as like my stomach is getting tight, but it's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. I want to give you guys just the core of who I am, kind of what made me over the years, just the things that I think matter the most. Yeah. So my name is Denasiha. You don't need the middle and the last name. If you don't know it, then you probably shouldn't know it, okay? I was born and raised on the East Coast in Virginia. Both of my parents are in my life. My parents were teenagers when they had me. I was predominantly raised by my dad. I am a daddy's girl. My mom was in the military, and because they were so young, she made the very, very, very difficult decision for me to stay with my dad full time while she was traveling and kind of getting herself together. So both of my grandmothers played very, very strong roles in my life. Me and my mom's relationship did not get as strong as it is now until I was like late teens, early adult. So just to kind of put that into perspective, as far as like family dynamic, I am the oldest of 12 if you include marriage. So none of my siblings have my mom and my dad, but I have 5 sisters, 2 brothers, and 5 stepsisters between both parents. I have close relationships with about half of them, or a little over half. I'm 29 and my youngest sister is 10. So just to give you perspective, I love all of my siblings, but the age gap does make it hard. When you are in a blended family, that does kind of make it hard as well. Other core things. I was a gymnast. If you do not know this, it's not something that I like openly share, but if you know my full name, like you can Google me. Like I was a D1 college gymnast. Gymnastics is a like freaking brick and mortar in the foundation of who I am, because I did it from the age of 2 until I graduated from college. So my entire life. And my dad was pretty strict on me growing up. So my life was very much school gymnastics home. I have a lot of cousins, and because I have so many siblings, I spent a lot of time there. If I had friends outside of gymnastics and home, it was at school. And that's really it. Maybe kids that lived in the neighborhood. So that is very, 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 very important. A lot of my personality comes from being an athlete. A lot of my social skills, or what used to be lack thereof, kind of came from that dynamic. Yeah, that's a whole nother episode on its own. But because I was a gymnast, I did go to college for gymnastics, and I went to college in Indiana. I was recruited out there, so 9 hours from home. I have not lived in Virginia since I left after high school graduation. Very important. So I have spent all of my adult life away from my family, in my college state, and now on the West Coast. Do I feel comfortable sharing this? If I don't, then I'll edit it out. But I now live in Las Vegas, technically a suburb. I moved out here with my boyfriend for work, and we have been out here 6 months. I have been in a relationship for 4 years. We dated, situationship, for an additional 4 years on top of that. Grand total, I have been with this man for 8 years. Very important as well. Okay. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Not really, but lots to unpack there, but we will work on it as I get more comfortable. It's going to take a little bit of time. It's going to take some time. I have to filter through what I want to share and what I don't want to share, and where my traumas are, and what things I'm healing from and have healed from, and that are like on the to-do list of healing, but we're a little scared. There are things, but it's okay. It's going to be okay. For the girls who care, my big 3: Scorpio sun, Capricorn moon, Pisces rising. That's all I'm going to give you. So that's me. That's who I am. The only thing that YouTube hasn't really seen is I am very calculated with my words sometimes. Well, a lot of times, and because over the years I've been talking about hair, it's more of a presentation of information versus the raw, uncut Denasiha, and I can be very opinionated. I don't think I'm blunt. I don't think I'm rude or anything like that, but I just got strong opinions, and I hold to my opinions, right? At least for me, but I'm open and understanding to other people. So it's this really weird balance. But yeah, that's me. I don't really know. I think I got through everything on my list. I got through it in 14 minutes and 49 seconds. So I'm really proud of myself. Hopefully I can cut this down a little bit. But let me know what you guys think. I'm kind of just doing what I want to do, but I am curious what your initial thoughts are, because I'm switching this up and it's not around hair at all. I'm just I want a little bit of feedback, just out of curiosity, not because I'm going to change anything for you guys, Alrighty, so I'm not going to draw this out any longer than I need to. This is step one. This was really just me trying to get comfortable and test my setup, by the way, because this is cute. And it was a lot of planning that went into this. So give me a thumbs up or something. I've never said that. I don't think I've ever said that, but do it. Let me know you like this. This is cute. Got the painting from Ross. Yeah, so that's it. That's all I have to say. Thank you guys so much for tapping into episode journal entry 0 and introduction. Let me know your thoughts. As always, don't forget to check in and subscribe with yourself before you subscribe to me or anybody else. But if you're good and you're good, then you can subscribe to my channel as well. Or if you want to like see how I'm getting good so you can get good and we can get good together, then go ahead and subscribe and then we can work through it together. Okay. Bye.